want to keep going, doing videos about the perks of Olympia and the cool things of Olympia and the ways Olympia needs help. I went on YouTube once just to look up other people talking about Olympia and other like YouTubers in Olympia, and I'm sure there's more of them than what YouTube shows me, because it just shows the big results, and as you scroll down it just kind of repeats those, and that's kind of the insipid, obnoxious thing about YouTube, how they really don't show you all the results unless you type in a specific channel, and even then sometimes it doesn't come up first as it should. Olympia, it's kind of the Portland of Washington, or the Moscow of Idaho. I used to live in Moscow. It's kind of the hippie town where all the freaks and geeks, well, there's geeks everywhere. There's nerds everywhere. I'm a nerd of musical motifs and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's nice to have a place where it's like all the freaks and stuff can like do their thing and have their flair, and that's definitely here, and I support that. And everyone, and there is quite a bit of polarization here, and I tend to shy away from any kind of conformity. I hate to even spend any time talking about it, but even with Trump, like, I never liked the guy before it was like cool to not like him, and then when it became hip for everyone to just hate on him and just tear their claws into him, I'm like, okay, I hate the guy less now because everyone else is like, it's trendy and cool to hate this person. So anything that becomes trendy in that way to like hate someone, I become resistant to that. I'm like, there's something going on. I don't like conformity. It's like mob mentality. It's like the whole sheeple trope. It's like and a lot of there's so much pride on the left and so much correctness flexing on the left and pride on the right, and everyone thinks they're morally superior for their views, and that's just insipid to me. Even though I fall into the being morally superior in my own like viewpoints of things, so I'm not like, I fall victim to it too, just like anyone else. So even though I'm ragging on things, I'm more just like stating the facts of what things are. I'm not so much saying F this and F that. But it's just something to be conscious of. And it just feels yucky to hate on things that's just like cool to hate as a way of virtue signaling. That's a word. I think there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going on to feel morally superior, and like what is correct and what is deemed acceptable in society. But going back to Olympia, there are beautiful places here to go, especially out on the Sound, and I've fallen in love with sailing lately and paddleboarding. I like to do fun stuff, and people don't have enough time to do fun stuff. Alright, I'm adjusting my camera that constantly wants to tilt to the side. Yeah, and there's not very many videos that I can find on YouTube about people just exploring Olympia and having fun here. And I feel like with a lot of YouTubers, or at least successful ones, they have to have like this pristine video quality, audio quality, and all that, which I'm not against that. Perhaps I'll level up to that at some point. But until then, more about just putting out information. It's more about the data that I'm transferring that is the meaningful part of these videos. My own anecdotes and observations, pontifications. And I like to see more people do videos on Olympia. I'm going to do more in the future. Hopefully just exploring with my friends that like to explore and have fun here. And, I can feel sorry for myself sometimes. I'm like, I can't find any friends who want to have fun and play with me, which isn't true. Like, I do, but it's not as often as I would like. I'm just an adventurous, outgoing guy, which I see back when I was on trying out some dating apps, which I have never had success with dating apps in the few months I've used them, which to me is odd. I am a very fun person, and I think I'm attractive, and I really like myself, and I don't know if other people are just uncomfortable or just not as free-spirited as I am, or want to take a chance with me, or sometimes I feel like it's not even the people here, it's like there's some invisible force quarantining me into just trying to keep me in a certain thing. I don't know what that is, but it seems to be evident in my life. Like, I would like to meet strangers and go on it's like fun little dating adventures and have other people hit me up for such things, but I've only hit other people up and mostly get ghosted. I'm like, what's up with that, I don't know if that's just my experience here in Olympia, but I gave up on the dating app thing because to me it seems like a scam. I mean, it works for other people, but why doesn't it work for me? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too picky. I mean, I've had a few people hit me up, but not anyone that's like me, that's like would be a good compliment to me and a good match for me, I guess. And maybe I am a little picky, which is fine, because I'm a bit of a unicorn. But I would just like to see, I'd like to find more people like myself, I guess. And I haven't had a whole lot of luck in my 8.5 years here with that. I have dated some people and had a lot of fun for the time it lasted. I'm also someone in a like really good relationship. I can keep the honeymoon period alive and fresh, and I haven't found anyone else that can actually keep up with me on that level. And yeah, it's a pity. It's just sad that that's the way it is, because there's so much potential. And yeah, I'm curious to hear other people's stories with that. I'd like to have more engagement on my videos, and sometimes I get more unhinged than other times, but that's kind of the fun of it. I'll go on and on about things and carry on about them, but maybe that's just part of my way of processing here. So anyway, what are your experiences for anyone else here in Olympia with the things I've discussed? And for those not in Olympia, has anyone else had those experiences? Let me know.